Today, we'll be talking about distance learning. So what is distance learning? It refers to instruction and learning that are delivered remotely as a whole course or through a large portion of it. Since face-to-face and in-person sessions between learners and educators are limited or impossible. Technology plays a vital role in allowing distance learning to happen synchronously or asynchronously. What is synchronous learning and asynchronous learning? Due to the digital era that we live in, we are overwhelmed by new learning technologies. All these new technologies have one thing in common. They support asynchronous learning. But wait, what is asynchronous learning? And how does it compare to the synchronous learning? First, let's talk about synchronous learning. It refers to learning an event in which group of participants engage in learning at the same time. That they should be in the same physical location as a classroom or the same online environment such as a web conference, where they can interact with a teacher and other participants. There is a real interaction with other people. What are the pros or advantages of synchronous learning? First, interaction between participants. Second, exchange of knowledge and experience between participants. And third, real-time feedback from the teacher. Let's move on to the meaning of asynchronous learning. So what is asynchronous learning? Asynchronous learning happens when the teacher, the learner, and the other participants are not engaged in the learning process at the same time. There is no real-time interaction with other people. There are many benefits to asynchronous learning. The most obvious benefit is flexibility, which allows non-traditional students to balance family work and school in a way that works for the schedules. This flexibility can also be beneficial to younger students with health issues that limit time in school or with other needs that cannot be met in a traditional classroom but can be addressed to an online program. The other benefits of asynchronous learning aren't obvious but are nonetheless important. First, individual pacing. By definition, asynchronous learning, it allows students to design their own learning schedules. This allows learners to spend more time in challenging areas and work towards mastery instead of deadlines imposed from above. Individual pacing helps address different learning styles as well as different learning disabilities. Second, asynchronous collaboration. Using discussion boards and interactive document, editing can help students engage more deeply with a material as they communicate with each other. Asynchronous collaboration allows students to reach out for help when they need it and to work with the material as long as needed before sharing your thoughts with others, leading to a richer and more personalized learning. And lastly, portfolio learning. Because students don't necessarily sit for a single exam assessment of asynchronous learning. It often comprises a portfolio of materials demonstrating mastery at its best. An online learning portfolio can contain a rich collection of video presentation and other multimedia projects that show what they have learned in a much deeper way than a standardized test, and these projects can follow students throughout their academic careers and into the real world. Which one do you prefer? Synchronous, asynchronous, or a combination of both? Thanks for watching!